When it came to informing my professors about having cystic fibrosis and how that would affect my school life, the Student Disability Resource Center on campus was very helpful in arranging a time where we set up a plan of action for if I were to miss school for long periods of time due to being in the hospital, and how I would make up the work if I were to miss. And then I took that written plan to each of my professors, and they were very understanding.
I shared my diagnosis with my professors. I did it very discreetly. I registered through Disability, and Disability writes a letter for you. You simply hand it to your professor, and there's no need for explanation. The letter, it describes all of your accommodations that you need. It doesn't even specifically say your condition. You can only share that if you choose to. I did not. I just gave them the letter saying that I needed the accommodations. One of the most difficult parts of meeting new people in college is expressing to them your condition, because it's difficult for people to understand. I don't think a lot of people know that much about cystic fibrosis. One of my biggest concerns about going away to college was living with another person who I didn't know and who wasn't familiar with cystic fibrosis. I was uncomfortable about the idea of sharing a bathroom with someone, and even little things like how much of the space my medicine takes up in the refrigerator. I mean, those are relevant issues to me. I try to explain in full my diagnosis, but also I try to tell my peers my specific diagnosis, because the general description of CF doesn't fit every single person. So I try to explain it to my friends so that they'll see how I'm living with it.
When I first started at college, freshman year, I had a roommate in a dorm. And the thing that bothered me the most was I was scared my coughing would wake him up a lot in the middle of the night. But thankfully it wasn't too bad. And after my freshman year, I got an apartment with one of my best friends, and it's been a lot easier since then. At first, I'm a little skeptical to tell people, because I don't know how they'll react. So I get to know them a little bit, they know me, and then I tell them. And a lot of my friends have been very good about making sure I stayed with my treatments and making sure I did them, and I was healthy as best as I can. My roommate has been very good about making sure I keep on my treatments. She will nag me until I do them, and if I don't, the next day she wonders why, and I'll tell her, and she goes, "You can't do that again. You gotta do them tonight." Okay, I'll get them done tonight. So she's been very good about me making sure I stay on top of my treatments and stay healthy.
One of my biggest support systems in college was meeting my roommate, who I've lived with for the past 3 years. I met her in college, and she's become my best friend, my biggest support. She accompanies me to some doctor's appointments sometimes. I've even sent her to pick up my medicine, and she's visited me in the hospital. And she enjoys supporting me. Like, she's a really good friend to me, and we've lived together really well. It's worked out fine.
I have always been very open with the people around me about having cystic fibrosis, so it was not a challenge for me to tell my roommate about cystic fibrosis. I just told her a little bit about what it meant, and told her that it had no impact on her, and she was very understanding and has not had any issues with it. Sometimes you do have to take time when other people are doing things that you want to do, and say that you need to do your treatments instead, and that you can join them when you're finished.
Have a great time. Get involved. Like, don't limit yourself, and don't think that you're limited, but take care of yourself and make that a priority, because when you don't take care of yourself is when you are limited. But you can manage your disease and live a normal, fulfilling life, and also have a great college experience.
To learn more about this issue, ask your CF Foundation Accredited Care Center or contact the CF Foundation directly. Call 800-FIGHT-CF or email us at info@cff.org.